Okay. Okay, yeah. I think we stopped right before a trial. My throat is already, like, being angry. Hopefully the throat can hold out. I'd like to go a little longer today. Oh, what's this? Flight takes you near where you breached past Stormwall into Deathless Tempest. The climate in the downside intensify, and you wonder if the storm has spilled forth from its confines, started to ravage other regions of the land. Bay or Pamitha? Oh. You soar near the border of the sand folds where your companions first found you in the downside long ago. There's nothing for you there, and you wish to never see it again. Oh, I don't get to see the river? Girth, not length. Oh, yeah. Really need money, but whatever. I'm hearing voices. Is that new? You and Pamitha spend much of the day searching through the sweeping blades of Hollowroot until at last... Hey, this is something at least. You find gutter crabs. Should fetch a decent price. How's it going, tons? Oh yeah, we're going up against the Tempers. That should be interesting. Messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side manages to track down your wagon in the lonesome lands of Downside Prairie. The imp's latest information is about none other than Tizo, who you liberated at the fall of Solium. Everybody says he is the first creature of his kind to come to the Commonwealth. While this unique status brought Tizo no shortage of prestige, he nonetheless experienced difficulty acclimating to the new environment. It seems that he grew quite despondent. When at last he managed to track down Wolfred's agents, with whom he is working to find a means to bring more exiles home. Thus has the revolution grown stronger. He has also left for you a special verbal message via his most trusted messenger who rears up and intones. Tizo wants you to know he is doing well but misses you and hopes to see you again. Oh, Ichi, just the same old, same old. I'm doing alright. Maybe bordering on good, but I'm doing alright. I miss you, Tizo. I'm so sad I had to send you up. You thank the messenger imp for the report and ask that it relay your kind regards. Your companions soon begin to talk in turn. I guess this makes him an expatriate of sorts, ditching his downside home in favor of the Commonwealth. Who would have thought? Why, that lucky little... Okay, sure, I'm a little jealous of him, so... Oft is it said that good things come in smallish packages, and Tizo stood as living proof, and living he remains, apparently. Very bright, that one. Would have served well as our familiar. Perhaps someday yet it shall be so. You did it, little one. Scarce to believe how longer Tizo toiled here in service of the Nightwings. He deserves his peace more than us all. So happy for him. I wish I could have had a friend like him when I was here. There. I look forward to our next reunion, Tizo. Perhaps when we are back among the stars. News of Tizo's adventures in the Commonwealth fills you and your exiles with newfound resolve. Plus one hope for the next rite. Nice. Hey! Blah blah blah, I got some good stuff to check out. There's another cursed thing. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, we'll sell you that. Don't really have much Stardust anymore, buddy. Good luck in that thing you're going to tonight. Yes, we are, well, Let's double check. I don't think anyone's... Oh, his can be upgraded. This might be good. Max that out. Commence the rite. The night grows dark over the ridge of Goal, and you and your companions stand prepared at the appointed place at the appointed time. Gertrude and your fellow exiles exchange expectant looks, some with each other, some with you, though everyone is rather quiet now in one another's company. Since a vague concern in Faye, perhaps Het having to confront the Tempers once again. As for Sir Gilman, he seems very much at peace, waiting for the stars to signal the commencement of the rite. He doesn't have to wait very long. Instinctively, you clutch the Book of Rites as the stars above take hold of everyone's attention. Whoa! That another Titan? Checks. Your adversaries shall all return from banishment when all are banished. Honestly, the bonus from Enlightenment doesn't really benefit me a whole lot. Let's go with no Titan stars. Wait, is the voice gone?
Listen well, you exiles of the Nightwings.
There he is.
The 8 scribes summon you to the Ridge of Gaul. The triumvirate you stand against shall be the Tempers. Snuff out their pious flame and show your worth. Now prepare yourselves.
Alright. Hey look, it's the gang that sent us packing at the Fall of Solium. You know I'd been waiting awful long to get a shot against you there. Kept waiting so damn long, I got a little rusty there, I guess. But I've been waiting at this shot to get back at you for that one, Nightwings.
Choose quickly your triumvirate.
What do we got here? Scribe Brock. Bonus presents, bonus presents. This still seems so tiny. Okay. I definitely want to bring Volfred.
Volfred.
Sir Gilman. Oh wait, no, this is Rookie. I guess I can bring Faye. She's kind of low.
Faye.
Krastia?
Gertrude. It is done.
Here we go.
Begin. An opportunity.
Oh.
Another banishment.
It's like the AI can't handle.
The Nightwings make their mark upon
Ooh.
engulfed within the aura. Banishment. Such
Dang.
a display. Someone there rose to the occasion. Too bad.
I hit jump!
Vanished. 'Twas a crushing blow against their pyre. A deftly thwarted drive. You'll have to do better than that. Absolution. Your adversary's pyre now falls short of yours. A decisive blow.
Sheesh! Did you see how quickly they act? Do that, Nightwings? We still got a little fight in us now, don't we?
Quite the close call there, no? They douse the flame. Do you believe you can prevail in this? The bog-crone dove into the flame.
Okay, I just need to score one before they do.
Now go on, just once more. Quite the turn of events.
Sheesh, Faye just doesn't have the stamina.
A crushing blow against your pyre.
I couldn't even tell what happened there, it happened so fast.
Begone! Unfortunate for the Tempers.
Oh, sheesh.
The Nightwings prevail.
Barely.
Mayhap the scribe shall simply smite them down next time.
Barely.
The ceremony is complete.
What a joke, losing to you a lot again. The younger me would have tore you to pieces. Ain't never getting out of here if we keep on like this.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Feel so overwhelmed, I think, because the scribe they speak, I think they speak to me, lift me up whenever I begin to think I'm going to fall.
What is it you recall there, Wilfred, my old friend?
The rites demand we act as of one mind, in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I've grown more accustomed to being a part of the Nightwings of today. Wait, what did I pick last time?
Until the next rite.
After you prevailed against the Tempers after a few close calls, there is little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons, and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season now presents to us another chance. He heads out straight away, and you follow in turn. Indeed, among the remaining stars, you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. Path of freedom is laid before you. Once more, Basilium. Wait, how's the plan looking? We're at 60%. Who are we gonna send out this time? Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Elodiel. Picture the rites as a wheel broken free from a black wagon. It is turning uncontrollably, and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free, either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now, I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining. Those whom we send back into the Commonwealth, should our plan somehow fail, they may look back upon our exile with fondness. So returning to the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there are also those among us whom we can count on to prevail in the rites. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. We cannot simply grow in numbers here given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes, these choices affect us all. No pressure there, my boy. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let's set forth again at daybreak. No one wants to talk? Okay. Oh! No, thank you for the 50 bits and the scare. Just had to vent! And it's sus. Wolfred or Bertrude? I would really like some more vocations. You make a landing upon Mount Elodiel where Wolfred pulls you aside while others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. It means that I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. No, however, it is not my wish to go just yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a sure footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, will find our freedom. Not soon, then by when all of this is over. Beyond a crystal seeks Wolfred. Oh no. Oh no. You have returned, have you? What is it you require? I'm good. I was just beginning to feel more bored than usual. Hi, Tyler. How you doing? We asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Wolfred. That fancy talking sap, you mean? I shall be interested to see if he has learned something since we last sparred like this. Then, let us bring him forth. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Tyler? And Gnome, how are you? How is work? Soon Wolfred appears in heat of the summons. So it is my turn then, is it? Then let us see what we can do, my boy. Oh boy. I love this game, but holy crap, are the matches getting more and more difficult. Hello, Anonymous. Thank you for the bits. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Sap. You answer to me here. As you will, O Sandra the Unseen. Proper as ever then, though I wonder if you have the wherewithal that you project. Show me then what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead. Let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. This is going to be really hard. No one can grab the orb because I blocked it. Nope. Yeah, I can play as him now. He, at a certain point, we had to fight someone that he actually used to do the rites with. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to, do this again. Oh my gosh, this actually was stupid easy! He joined me, I think, was it the second or the third Ascension? That was dummy easy. I'm grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, sap. Nonetheless, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. I can't remember when exactly he joined, but he's very difficult to play well. I had not seen that Sandra in some time. She has not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Lose bow. His blink... Oh, he gets a longer blink. Huh. Might as well give it to him. Having completed the post-flight inspection, he's maxed. He has max bonus XP because since he had done the rites so much before, he's actually only like ranked 2 of 5. So he's not nearly as good as everyone else. Everyone else is at least 4.
His name is John C.
Yeah, so he'll be maxed pretty soon, I think. You and Wolford visit the monument of Golgolathian, here in Emperor's Fall. Poor luck, was this somehow your doing? You who cursed the scribes and the stars themselves? I pray for you this time, and if the scribes will for the rites to be ended, then we shall have to work with that. No setback shall be insurmountable. Soon he finished paying his respects. He returned to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golgolathian has shown you favor. Soon you shall ascend the mountain, though there is time now to pursue your vocations. So you need to take him in to a rite, just have him gain... Yeah, the problem is it when you have bonus XP, you gain double until you run out of bonus XP. So... we're gonna mentor. Who should we mentor, though? We're gonna mentor Wolfred. So, be interested to see what lessons you've taken from the book. We talk about aura. An exile's wrongdoings manifest during the rites as an aura. Contact with the opposing exile's aura banishes the trespasser from this plane. So I can do this to give them like some bonus experience. A little bit of, or gives them some experience, yeah. So let's try and bear in mind that together our auras grow even stronger. Oh, did I miss the extra life donation chime? Did it not play? Is that what that ping was on my phone? I just got a donation. Oh, maybe it's... I should have checked to see if that worked. One moment, everyone. Please stand by. Did it show up in... Oh, OBS doesn't show alerts. I received a $50 donation from your makeup stylist? Thank you, Mr. Dr. Bird. I think pretty sure That's halfway to the makeup stream. So, wait, does that show up in... Yeah, we're halfway to the makeup stream. I saw the blue bar fill up, yeah. Nice! But it didn't give me an alert. Hold up, we're gonna figure that out. I'm not gonna try to avoid talking because this game makes me talk so much. Other... The bot didn't say anything. Overlays. A moment. Stream elements, extra life. Thank you so much for the donation. It goes toward the Primary Children's Hospital here in Utah. Extra life alert widget. Okay. So I need that. Gonna mess around with the overlay. My overlay. Edit. Wait, but there's one here. Emulate. No, not tip event. Follower event, host, raid, item, emote, merch, other, extra life.
What?
Oh wait, so there it is. Okay, so that must mean we're missing... Add the widget to your overlay, paste your input into the field. Okay. Follower, subscriber, tip, trade. I could have sworn we did this last time. Oh, here we go. Okay. Extra life, I wonder if that's the wrong ID. Account profile. Woo, 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 woo. Why do I have so much trouble navigating? Holy frick, apparently in 2020 was the good year for doing extra life. 2021, 2022. How do I look at my page? Oh, here we go. Okay. Screaming? Okay. Let's try that. Okay, how do I save this? Save. Okay, saving. Okay, so the alert box should work. Is there anything else? Extra life donation okay, I don't need a donation tracker. I've got one. Going already. Okay. Hopefully next time it works. Right? Crochet dude, hello, sorry. I may have missed you. We're gonna leave this stuff open real fast. Oh! Hold on. Ah, I closed too many of the wrong windows. Also, my bot didn't even say anything. Do I not have triggers anywhere? Is there an events? Who knows? Events. Oh. Wait, but how does it say stuff when people follow and host and stuff? I feel like I'm getting too old for this technology. They hide everything in really weird places. It's not very intuitive. Minigames, poll, betting, mod tool, notifications, host, subscribe, cheer, Streamlabs donation, extra life notify. Connect extra life. How do I connect extra life? I found it, it's under notifications. Okay. No, we won't have it play in SFX, but we will have it say something. Okay. I think now we have at least a few different ways so that I don't miss donations like I keep doing. Alright. Mr. Dr. Bird, how are you? Crochet Bird. Crochet Bird. Crochet Dude, how are you? I'm all flustered. This game alone makes me feel flustered. And then I have to speak good words. Ooh, which way do we go? Maybe this will let us talk to Ruki if we pick a Ruki route. You're doing yarntastic. I love it. Every time I love it. En route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Under King Oris, and Ruki happens to take notice. Okay, look, you know old Ruki Greenshell doesn't like to beg, but now I'm hearing we ain't got a lot of chances left of getting out of here. Well, then, you gotta let me out of here. Come on, who deserves it any more than me, huh? Mom's out there waiting for old Ruki to come home. Soon he has finished paying his respects. Prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Oris has shown him favor. +3 glory. Ooh. Oh boy, we're doing another ascension already. I never feel ready for these. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of the Scribe's Gate, before an archway carved of stone, where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. See, the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this, softly, for some reason. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you, come forth and state what it is you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. So who have I sent up? I sent up, I set up Tizo, the Demon Lady, and the Nomad guy. I can't remember his name. I can't remember the other two's name. But when Wolfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You, I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. While I do not know exactly why, I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now, and I believe his triumphant to be the true Nightwings. I remember well the contemporary whom you mean. Then the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again, in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I am Wolfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She considers Wolfred's words for a moment. I see, then. Move along. The Guardian of Scribe Gates regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste? What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. Meanful measure has it drawn us close, has separated us. But if their aim now is to keep us apart, for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme, Tariq, and at the gate, no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me. Until tomorrow night, Celeste. Do I have the... Yeah, I still have the harp. The harpy. But I don't think I'm ever going to send her up, because I think she may be a traitor. At least one of our exiles may be a traitor. Having reached the peak of Mount Elodiel again, you see the vastness of the downside all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought to go free this night, as Tizo did the last time. Do you have anything good for sale? Hey guys, don't know what's going on with those stars acting real weird. Let me tell you something, you're gonna find a better deal. Stock up! Hey, he has some Stardust. Permanently grants +1 hope. You know what? Yeah, we'll buy that. What's it called? Fortified Sun Serum. Have any more of this stuff? No. Wait, you sent up- I sent up the demon- I sent up the imp. I don't know what came over me. I looked- I only had 3 people as an option, and I ended up sending up Tizo, and I think it was a mistake, 'cause he was one of my strongest people. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. I made a mistake sending him up, but I think I can still manage. Oh, Wilfred. Wilfred looks up as you approach and smiles. Never thought that I would say such things, my boy, but it's good to wear the raiments and the rights once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today, we are a very different beast than the Triumvirate which took me in almost a decade ago. Ours was a Triumvirate of exactly 3. Well, 4 with Tizo, who proved to be an exception, though historically the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I have mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, my former companions, Irisa and Orlek. Perhaps naively, I had hoped my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we would now attempt. But seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there is more you wish to learn of them. Wilfred inquires you about the former Nightwings. Predecessor... Yeah, I want to know about Orlek. You asked what Orlek was like when he and Wilfred first became acquainted. Wilfred remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. The long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Orlek who found me. He could not have known of my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you, a gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those such as Orlek, they had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. This sowed in his heart a yearning for an end to all the bloodshed, so he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the Highwing remnants. It must have gone about how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. Here he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long he grew to be one of the finest riot conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the Triumvirate were later filled by Irisa and me. In time, Orlek's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it, so that, with his exalted status, he might stand a better chance of negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation, well, you know the story from that point. Wilfred breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were kindred spirits for a while. Could not bear to think that he was gone. And now, I still cannot entirely believe that he is back. He is our adversary now, transformed, grown cold. Still part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, will not be swayed against our plan, not by Orlek or anyone. As I have said before, we share a higher calling now. As for Orlek, he wants his freedom still, although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else, my boy? You inquire about Brighton, who you understood was liberated prior to when Wilfred first joined the Nightwings. I never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now, though for that matter, my boy, so do you. Studies your reaction for a moment, then. Brighton was born wealthy, but not special otherwise. You would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. I do not know exactly why. Do not care for spreading rumors. First heard of him through Irisa and Orlek, who found me a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him. Orlek gave the impression they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me I soon would hear from him myself. Indeed, as I became accustomed to the book, which you now know well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. Wilfred looks at you as if to see if you yet take his meaning. You see, my boy, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, a new responsibility to the Triumvirate, which liberated him. The voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, it's his. He's no longer Brighton. He is none other than Archjustice Androboles IX himself, the Grand Judge and figurehead under whose watch the Commonwealth is governed in this day. Oh. Liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumvirates. They have much to thank them for, not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth. They do not wear masks and raiment simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public posts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Brighton, that voice, he has no love for either of us by now. He knows full well what we attempt to do, yet he is bound by the traditions of the rites. He'll always stand on ceremony, and complain, but I think he knows, deep down, that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such high status in the Commonwealth should be so frightened of some long-forgotten exile such as we. Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen you in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's a path he'd wanted to pursue, I should apologize. Now then, whom else should we talk about? You ask about Orisa, whom you understood betrayed Aurelic at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my boy. But I suppose you ought to know something of Orisa's past, lest you be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never make excuses for the terrible choice she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Orisa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face, such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the blood border, despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Her father never quite recovered after this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Orisa who took the brunt of his fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day, it was all too much for her, so when he next lashed out at her, she struck back. She struck back again and again and again. When they came for her, her father was gone, and she was not herself. She was promptly cast into the downside for the crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Orisa always was intense in her demeanor, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting to back her freedom was, in hindsight, not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the Highwing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. She ultimately did to Orlok. It was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. I do not think that it was simply evil, nor do I think that it was personal. I often wondered, though, if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done, the depths to which she had fallen. For years I must admit I hated her, but now, my only hope is that she found peace untenable during her relatively short life in the Downside and the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Orisa offers some perspective yet of those of us who have not made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? You bid Volfred a good afternoon and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much farther we have yet to go. Forged findings. There is simple pleasure to be found in foraging about this place, easy for a cur to say, of course. Though barren looking to the naked eye, the Downside has its share of semi-hidden treasures waiting to be found. It was a nose for treasure, after all, which drew us here. Certain types of artifacts found in this place would fetch a reasonable sum in soul, whether because they shine with inner light, or due to other special properties. I observed that stardust, freshly fallen from the heavens, sometimes glimmers in the afternoons. I have not found a use for it as yet, although because it brings me faith, perhaps I have, indeed. Okay, Oh wait, hold on. I have a, Oh wait, crap, I think I clicked the wrong button. Once more you have gained the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free, but first you shall have to prevail against the dissidents in the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there, under the fall, they shall be counting on you. Indeed, as the cycle of rites turns ever faster, so too is our plan set in motion. Our agents in the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance, though. Let us not despair should victory elude us here. We shall make the most of whatever the scribes may have in store for us. That is to say, good luck, my boy. It's time. I need to take a restroom break before we do this match. Oh.
Once more, the Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Aladiel to conduct the liberation rite, even as the stars themselves abandon you. Make good upon these final opportunities, reader. This glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch. I trust the dissidents, your adversaries, shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then anointed one of the dissidents, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Barker bursts out from some hidden corner laughing as he paws at his mask. A real pleasure to be here, mates, truly. Barker Ashpals. Call me Barker, though, alright? By the by, it was a real pisser getting here, you know? Begging your pardon, Barker Ashpals? You thusly speak upon the summit of the sacred mountain? Oh my, so terribly sorry to offend you there, lassie. I forgot we got the stars above up there to make me watch my language. Though, let's get one thing straight, lassie. I don't give a bother for your sacred mountain, so you take it and you shove it. Me and my pack, we're just here for the laughs, you got that? The other side ain't any better than this one, and ain't interested in your freedom. But just the same, we're gonna take it. Take it from those wee little babes, they're so antsy for it. Hear that, you Nightwings? You better put up a good fight here, or you ain't gonna be happy, understand? And he shoves his mask back on. Right, come on then, let's hurry up and get this damn thing started. Nightwings, your decision. On whose behalf? You shall conduct the liberation rite. Yeah, I'm gonna go AFK real fast. Alright, back to make a very difficult decision. I do kind of like that this game makes me do these like really rough decisions. Reader, I would ask you to choose wisely, but I am sure you know no other way. And you, prepare your song to read. Of course, Celeste.
Whom do you intend to liberate?
Oh boy! I've got 3 choices here. One moment. My neck is starting to bother me, so I'm taking some ibuprofen real fast. I've got Rookie. I don't know much about Rookie. Hmm. Who do we send? Man, it's getting harder and harder to get people who are worthy. Do we send Bertrude? Rookie is one of my best exiles. Hmm. I don't know if I trust these two. Dang it, we're sending it Rookie. Good choice there, chum. Though if I get out of here, I don't know what you're gonna do without me.
Who shall lend him support? Volfred.
Let us prevail on this night for you, Rookie, and for the good of our ailing nation. Hmm. Alright, I'll see what I can do for him, reader darling.
The choice is cast.
Alright then, mates, no more waiting, no more holding back. Let's rip him to shreds. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Commence.
Ah! About time we get this blasted business underway, eh, Greentail? Rookie looks on in silence and says nothing in response. We gotta beat him, we gotta beat him, we gotta beat him. I don't care what it takes, don't care what it takes, don't care what it takes. Feels the pressure of the Liberation Rite is getting to him. Don't think I forgot our little arrangement there, Greentail. So how about I make you another deal? I get out of here tonight, and you're scot-free, that's right. Ain't gonna care even a lick about you once I'm gone. Now just think on that, while my pack and me go wipe the floor with you. Glory dive! Jump, 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 jump! What in the... Alright, mate. Something's gone right funny with that orb, as I can tell. Better laugh it up while we still can, eh? Need something strange to has happened to Celestial Orb. It shudders now, so possessed of some same chaotic power as your adversaries. Oh, I didn't have enough stamina left to jump.
Such fervor.
How?
Throws himself into the flames.
How? Heck.
Oof.
Where's the... Oh. Oh. Ah!
Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
The Night Wings proved their worth. Their adversaries they defeated utterly.
Goodbye, Rookie.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
What a joke. Here I was thinking we were gonna make him cry after all this. Come on, mates. I've right had it with this stuck-up place. So let's get out of here already, aye? So, what now? I guess I'm just supposed to jump into this waterfall thing back here, and then that's it. Home free? Home free. Something comes over him then. Now listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? You're gonna do just fine, even without old Rookie Greentail there to keep an eye out all the time. Even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Me, I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly on Commonwealth stock. I'm sure I'm soon gonna forget each and every one of you. But just in case I don't, be sure to stop by and visit me if you get back there too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop, right in the heart of town. Can't miss it. So yeah, stop by, say hi, you know. Now, I think I gotta go, so, excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within, though you can still hear him going on about something. Whoa, let me tell you who. This is weird in here. Hey, it's starting. Oh, uh-oh, wait. Ruki earned back his freedom. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Rookie Greentail. The 8 scribes are watching from afar. By their grace, may the cycle of the rites keep turning for as long as possible.
Oh, he's already rank 4.
Sadata Noxalas.
Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it myself nourishes the spirit.
Until the rites begin anew.
Well, bye, Ruki. You return to your wagon after having prevailed against the dissidents in the Liberation Rite.
Noxalas Rotara.
Excellently done, Nightwings. At least someone got out of here. You succeeded in liberating Ruki, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory.
Atricarum Sarava.
We have but few such liberation rites remaining. Exactly how many, I do not wish to speculate about as yet, until such time as we can better say for certain. Under no circumstances would I suggest this as ideal, however, there's opportunity enough that our plan may yet succeed. Oh, well, we jumped up 7% from liberating... Wait, hold on. 9? No. I think it was 58 before.
Atamere.
Although all of these setbacks, I fear, Wolfred trails off and falls silent. Some of the others exchange looks. They are beginning to understand. The rite soon ending, everything that which Wolfred has sought, both on his own for many years, and now with all of you, all of them may yet been in vain. The hush spreads to the others. But not to you. You then proceed to do something that none of them seem to expect. You raise your voice. Each of you, your fellow exiles, turns to you, their expressions asking you a question with no easy answer. What are we going to do? As you meet Sir Gimlet's gaze, the words for the occasion begin to crystallize in your mind. You're searching to find the right words, as all your exiles are looking to you now. Interact together your thoughts, consider a different angle on this. You tell them that you have all stood together time after time throughout this quest, and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. Press the red seal to lock in your speech. Oh, this is different. You tell them that you all have struggled to have come this far across the downside, through many challenges which you have faced. It is clear now that not all of you are going to return. Surely this has weighed heavily on everyone. But something far more vital is at stake, meaning the stars are shining on for you. Commonwealth is already in upheaval. Ooh, I like this. The Commonwealth is already in upheaval. Its troubles are only beginning. The injustices committed on the other side cannot continue. You all stand poised to ensure the world you leave behind for your loved ones, for your people, is a world worth living in. If you can believe any of this, then believe, above all, in each other. Trust that you may yet prevail together. After a brief period of reflection, you share one last sentiment with the group. Let us bring about the harmony envisioned by the 8 scribes, and you join the others in silence. Thus do you remain together with your thoughts. No one speaks for a time, but then... Ah, the struggle you describe, O Master Reader. It has been glorious indeed. Wherever you shall lead this night shall follow without stopping once to even think. You see them too, then, Master, the scribes among the stars, how they are watching over us. You truly believe that your commonwealth can change its ways, then, Reader darling? I suppose that I may yet come to believe it too. Thou wouldst dare to change this ancient world, Reading One, and yet thy words are tinged with certain truths. May long the stars remain alive for you, Reader, sir. All the while, Wolford remains watching you intently. Then his expression softens and he smiles. You are right, of course, my boy. We are the Nightwings. It is precisely as you said. Let us bring about the harmony envisioned by the 8 scribes. Lead us then, Reader, to the end of our quest and the dawn of the new age for all our kin. Everyone, for the Nightwings! Everyone responds, in kind. They stand with you no matter what. They await the outcome of your vision of the stars. To burn with renewed fury, because now the last rites beckon. All of the Nightwings gain +1 hope permanently. Yeah! Let us bring about harmony. I'm not very good at speeches. Stars above now burn with what appears to be a desperate fury, many more of them than usual. The path is yours to choose. Haub? Trista? Yomer? Blue? Milith? Wait, hold on a second. Oris? Palmir? Oh my gosh, there's so many! Stars with the 8 scribes, they shine together now, as one. The lone minstrel draws his breath as though surprised by what he sees. He backs away and averts his eyes. This is another sign the rites are soon to cease. Few chances may yet remain to confront the adversaries you have met during your journey. Stars continue to vanish. There cannot be many opportunities at liberty remaining. The others grow anxious. Not all of them shall make it out of here. Then we shall keep each other's company. So Fate, Chastity, Accusers, and Pyre Hearts we may still yet face in the final rite. Maybe time to fight Chastity. Because the more we fight them, the stronger they get. Stars revealed to you in the path toward the String of Yomer, where the rites shall soon come. Come morning, your travels shall continue. For now, everyone needs rest. Sir Gilman again. Their liberation rite, you find Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. It looks like he's flipping me off. Glory to you, Master Reader, and glory to the noble rookie Greentail. Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth. And in so doing may he benefit the plan into which we have all been thrust. Then you fall silent for a time, you sense of growing very emotional. In noble rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit him a minstrel's tale. Our knight fears a triumphant lost something irreplaceable in him. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rookie has achieved his freedom, very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Rookie Greenshell, this knight shall train on until such time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, this knight must beg of you, leave of you, for it is time not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rookie, you have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low and bids you good evening. The Dissidents. I myself, however, did form the Dissidents under the symptomet. Those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of whom showed at first reluctance to follow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but Myr, that horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. Time they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The Dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are necessary as they are against. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. The fallen Emperor of Empire Sire was ruled according to an ancient bloodline thought to be infallible. Their society shall instead be by those who earned the privilege. We the 8 cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. It shall be determined by your peers and by you yourself. It shall provide a framing, through the rites, to put you to the test, against yourselves, against your kin, against your adversaries. The downside, it cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. As the worthy, your true calling then begins, as you return to a society which longs to learn the wisdom you have gained along your path. The worthy shall lead. There's no time to return to the Moonlight Alcove as before. As the stars already urged you on, everyone is ready to make haste for the spring of Yomer. Here we go! Oh? Wolford approaches as you fly above his hidden lair at the Moonlight Alcove. Cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return there. Our dear alcove, I asked my agents to break down the place. It soon shall be gone. It isn't already. We shall not be returning. We've not the time to do so anyway. I'm with Orlick back among the living now, and no longer fond of me. I dare not think what he would do with it. Fortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once all of this is over, those of us who do not manage to return, we shall have to find another place to live. To try to live, at least. Oh. You hear angry hissing coming from Old Milt all the way from your position. You think mayhaps the skies belong to ye, Hirsch. Foolish, the skies and everything above them and below belong to the astral born. Shall be smitten from his skies and his awakening. Now be gone. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you, just kinda showed up. Gertrude slithers up to you as the Black Raven passes through the skies above her former abode. Our kind who lurk below, they would scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them when Sandalwood came to fetch us that we shall not return for some time. Most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile, we trust that they shall carry forth the reputation of our services, for we taught them all we know. She's almost nostalgic as she lists off the various services provided at Big Gertrude's. Purses, balms, potions, powders, cleaning reagents, sleep medicines, fungicide seances. Big Gertrude's earned quite a name for itself throughout the downside, for these and other things. When we are finished here, provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment, carry on our business there, for there is much demand. Oh, here we go. Vocations. Yeah. You volunteer to survey the dusty wastes around the Black Wagon together with Bertrude and Faye. We're prepared to take this brief excursion if ye are. Search turns up nothing of note, though wandering with Bertrude and Faye provides a reprieve from a long day on the road. Together you return to the wagon in much better spirits. You should have time remaining in which to pursue your vocations. You know what? Let's max out Glory. Everyone gets +2 Glory. Maybe it'll be important, who knows. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks up at you with his strange eyes, a color not unlike the bindings of the book. He smiles at you faintly. The moment passes, then he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realize you were clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull away. Bertrude. You approach Bertrude just as she has finished polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials that your fellow exile have collected during your travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly you put them on display. You tempt these lands to swallow you. Let's out a long breath. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir out our memories, not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies. In exchange, we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth, and he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, on certain recipe, notorious yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. It was then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands, lands so far away, and yet they called to us. If molten Millith was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore, but she hesitates. It matters not to reading one. Thou hast indulged in our tales long enough for now. This is the way without further explanation. Seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wilfred, yet you sense that she is here by choice. Okay. Roster bio upgraded for Bertrude. Wow, we're down to 5 people! Okay, she has the lowest hope. So we'll boost her hope. I have no idea how much longer this game is going to go. We can go at most 3 more rites. Or 3 more liberations. Halt! Everyone, I beg you, please forgive my rudeness here. Black Wagon has shuddered to a stop en route to the Spring of Yelmer. There is some commotion as the lone minstrel motions for Evergwyn to be still. Someone is there, along our path, ahead. He points into the distance. However, when you scan the horizon, everything is still. You see no sign of whomever the lone minstrel referred to. Still, he indicates caution. Strange, I do not believe I was mistaken. A tense moment passes, then another. Then the lone minstrel tenses up. Our guest, he is there. You look toward where he signals, and then at last you see the cause of his concern. There's no mistaking who it is. Orlick stands there near motionless, atop some forgotten rock jutting from the rocky pathways a fair distance away. He stands directly on the path of your black wagon. He shows no sign of acknowledging the wagon's presence. He appears only to be waiting for something, likely for you, all. The lone minstrel gets your attention, quietly. Reader, what do your senses tell you at this time? Orlick may have come with ill intent. There has to be a way to reason with Orlick and bridge differences between him and his former triumvirate. Perhaps he has come to negotiate. Perhaps you are correct. Let us try and make contact with him then, as we proceed. Give the signal for the drive-ins to start the wagon and head toward him, just as you reach the point where Orlick once stood. Seems our guest has already departed. Get a Pokeball already? Yeah. Let us remain watchful as we proceed on course. Indeed, Orlick is nowhere to be found now. The intervening encounter causes everyone to fall silent for the remainder of the trip. How are you doing, Rochella? The wagon finally arrives at the Spring of Yomer. There is still no sign of Orlick, or your next adversaries for that matter. The companions organize a quick search about the premises, leaving you to watch the wagon until the rite's commencement. Something is wrong. Someone's here, alone, with you. It's Orlick! How'd he get in the wagon? Doing Minecrafts? Hi. Orlick seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he has noticed you, you cannot tell. What he is doing here and how he got in unnoticed, you cannot imagine. We've had 4 different people escape, but we've learned that the whole cycle of letting people escape is coming to an end at some point, but we don't know when. And then this guy used to be one of the Nightwings, but when he was supposed to be freed, someone else tried to take his place. So he's felt betrayed ever since. Yeah. Orlick seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he has noticed you, you cannot tell. What he is doing here and how he got in unnoticed, you cannot imagine. You watch him go about whatever he is doing, examining all sorts of things that you and your fellow exiles gathered on your journey. He shakes his head. All of these trinkets. This wagon, it is most different now. Welcoming, and yet I am unwelcome here, it seems. In my own wagon. He directs his gaze at you, acknowledging your presence for the first time. You, a mere shadow. Tell me something. Who are you to them? I am their reader. You tell them that your role among the Nightwings is as their reader. You have traveled alongside them for some time, and bear the book, together with the others. You are a fool then, reader. You'll let them use you willingly. Relay to them a message for me, Shadow. Tell them, I shall have my night. He strides past you toward the door, and then he turns to you again once more. I shall have my night. Then Orlick is gone. Okay, that was exciting. Did he steal something? Several of our companions return as you exit the wagon. You explain what happened. However, none of them saw Orlick. Most concerning, reader, though I am thankful you are well. Orlick, he always was a peaceful individual, and yet his disposition is much different now. Perhaps we had best inspect the wagon for any signs of tampering in light of these events. You and the others conduct an exhaustive search in and around the black wagon for any signs of objects missing or tampered with, as well as signs of damage or foul play. This search yields nothing. No one finds any sign that anything was moved or tampered with. Even the drive imp seemed calm. The incident leaves you questioning your own recollection of what happened. You try to clear your mind for the rite is soon now to commence. I don't think I have any. Well, I think I have something I can sell. Well, tell me something quick. You haven't heard. He's moved on. I've noticed one of my favorite customers. Except giving you the same deals, okay? What's this? Is this what I want to sell? Yeah. Must be our lucky day, I don't know. Sleeping Cat Studios, thank you for the 50 bits. Hello. I'm awake now. Okay, I need to put away the nuts, or I'm gonna keep eating the nuts. Hi, how are you? Okay, time to do another match. Everything is prepared, and night is just beginning to take hold above the dry flats of the Spring of Yomer, when Wolfred gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with the manly Tinterstaff. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but, unfortunately, I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when we last saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances, or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan, should he know of my involvement, and so... Wolfred dons his ritual mask. I shall have to be discreet here. As I am with the Nightwings once again, I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me that we have a right to conduct... Is this another one?
Ah, the infamous Reader returns, along with his remaining retinue of miscreants. You managed recently to rid yourself of yet another one. Your adversaries, the Chastity. As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom. They shall not make it any easier from here.
My, what have we here? Why, the Nightwings come to grace us with their presence once again. Are you perhaps intent on humiliating us even more after last time? Sent Wolfred reaching out to you. Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something we can use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep on talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And the colors of those raiments. I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say, though I mean no offense at this, of course. So, do you suppose the ride is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. We must know why I'm expecting an important message. From the other side, no less, come dawn. I hear something is brewing out there, some sort of unrest, So yes, it's a very important message, sent all this way by one of those imp couriers. And I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though I'm sure that I could get you a good deal on their services, if you wish, perhaps, to conduct a loved one back home, All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let chastity prevail, as well we ought, for I have a date with Destiny not long from now, upon the fall of Solium. He continues talking for some time until at last the rite is set to start. Thank goodness. Ahoy, my, look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners. Such a colorful retinue you Nightwings have. You know, I've heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal, one who has designs upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Wolfred. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales could possibly be true, Anyhow, I so would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings, I am H. Manly Tinterstaff. And truly, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manly has intruded on your privacy as you set to choosing a triumvirate. He could not be less welcome. He seems to be searching for someone in your ranks. Manly seems to be very interested in your triumvirate. He suggests to Manly that perhaps he ought to check on his own triumvirate in the key moments prior to the riot. Why, yes, of course. I was just taking the opportunity to bid all of you salutations. Or I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face like this. Yes, yes, there may be rules against this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I'm sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you mention it, I have to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck! Manley leaves, at last, leaving you to focus on the ride again.
Who shall it be this time?
Oh my goodness. Doesn't really tell me anything new. Okay. I really want to bring in Volfred, but I don't want to risk exposing him.
Sir Gilman. Bertrude.
I don't really feel great about this team, but we're going to try. Manley, he reminds me of the kinds of people who are unkind to me back home, I mean, not here. Are you quite ready, O Nightwings? I doubt you are. Because my colleagues of the Chastity Knight, we have a trick or two we think she'll take you by surprise. Just watch.
Now begin. In honor of the scribes.
Okay.
A stroke of luck is all. Bertrude plunged into the adversary's fire. As per the sacred law. Quench now their pyre. Oh my word.
Perhaps you're merely toying with me, Well, oh, this is very, very funny. Now stand aside and let old Manley wrap this up, won't you? Won't you?
That manly Tinderstaff has such a mind for politics. Would that he focused on the rights. I almost pity what transpired there.
Ah!
The orbs engulfed.
Oh wow, he did like no damage.
You have it. Unfortunate.
Oh, I should have swapped there.
How very sad for the chastity.
Ah, dang it.
You
Damn it.
left yourselves wide open.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that.
And it is done.
There we go.
The you-know-who prevailed. They hardly deserved it, though, if you ask me. The right is done.
My word, how could this happen? To me, you deceitful, ignorant, utterly uncouth pack of fools. Have you any idea what you've done? Wolfwood watches the outburst in silence. Keep spouting off like that, Manly. You shall reveal all we need to know. Harbors such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy, and now in exile, how they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out, or even if you do? Wolfwood remains deep in thought, studying his adversary. There, I see now. Then Wolfwood recedes into the shadows. What? My head? Who? Oh, I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta. Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so. Manly stumbles away in a stupor. And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him, for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake, for my people's sake. As well, I should ensure that he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now let's be off, before he catches up with us again. Oh.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. Now take your sordid business someplace else.
Back at the Black Wagon, you find the lone minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they secured a victory over chastity in a convincing manner. It is plain to you that none of them look well. The lone minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, the fast returning of the cycle of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. It is fortunate that your other companions are available to conduct the coming rite, because I fear that this group here requires rest. Bid Sir Gilman a swift recovery, he nods weakly in response. You exchange a look with Faye, who seems exhausted after the last rite. She wasn't even in the rite! As for Bertrude, it is clear that she wishes to be left alone right now. You leave the known minstrel to look after them, and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark outside. I can't Faye and Gilman got banishment sickness. Stars that shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Wait, how am I supposed to do a rite with only 2 people? Ors? Millith. Yomir. We're at Yomir. Okay, so we want to avoid fighting Fate and Accusers, I think. I guess we're gonna go fight Essence. So we're gonna have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I'm here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of her next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thayan, a harp of the Highwing Remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the Harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the Highwing Remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day despite the Harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathizer, Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not too long ago. Afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now, I'd best try to catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. Bid a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though come morning the Black Wagon will press onward. Here we go. Gander returned to the Isle of Calmere, hidden in this storm. I have met very few who know of it at all, much less have walked upon its stones and stands. The disconcerting tales of the demise of Kemler Ropecollar, who met his end there on the island, imps that swarm and breed across the place today seem not to mind. Having paid witness to the rites firsthand, they have become rather obsessed with it. I sometimes wonder if it's more difficult to conduct the rites with such a boisterous audience. May the essence find their way shortly so that the imps may have the contest they desire. You're surveying the horizon amid the boundless waters of Barb Reef when Sir Gilman springs forth, commanding your attention. Hark, Master Reader, by this knight's keen eye, he has spotted something in the depths. Sir Gilman plunges into the waters and soon reemerges bearing something new. A veritable boon for the glory of the Nightwings. Umberfin eggs! Nice. No one to talk with? Sweet.
You are nothing, reader.
Oh.
Nothing but a mindless simpleton. Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes. The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
Yes, honey. You wake from what little sleep you managed to get this past night. Once more the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. The voice truly is of that of Archjustice Androves IX himself, as Wolfred indicated, but none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. We're on a boat. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing toward your wagon here in the tumultuous waters of the deathless tempest. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. Him and Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and a place of business. This represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts and said he tracked down Wolfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. Last bit of message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else." You thank the messenger for the report. Soon it has all your companions talking. I had every faith that our friend Ruki would stand tall and rise to the occasion. Hard to believe that he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Ah, the noble Ruki, he sets a shining example unto us all. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. +1 hope. Yeah. I think I have stuff to sell. Blah blah blah. Here for deals. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, +1 quickness. You're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time. Books! Pages to read. The slug markets. There are natives in this land, with some capacity for thought, and oddly clean instinct for the mercantile. Suspicious creatures, but not disagreeable entirely. From time to time we make an exchange with them. They lust our coins for the imperial soul, though why, they do not say. We speculate it is a delicacy. It serves us little purpose here, whilst their slug market wares are sometimes valuable. The creatures appear drawn to places where the heavens shine the brightest, perhaps because they know we are as well. What they want exactly is unclear. We taught them of our lands, yet they remain preoccupied with simpler things. The Chastity. Those bearing the name the Chastity all count themselves disciples of Lou Scolarian, the Hundred Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. Scolarian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood. It needs to be understood to be respected, Scolarian said. Thus the chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, they shall spread enlightenment in self, and all of us shall grow. Okay, somebody needs quickness. I have half a mind to give it to Faye. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this to Faye. Oh, it didn't make Bertrude sick? Alright, here we go. Afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations for the coming rite. You roll the ceremony, realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Archon came to rest here at the Isle of Kalmar. Returns just as you are beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry to have averted you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. Had to go and spread my wings a bit to shake away the nerves. She's holding something back. Don't you get into my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader, get out, get out, get out! Anyhow, it looks as if the show's about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. Smitha departs, you see she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister Tamitha once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. Okay. So many Titan stars.
Rita, I am still very cross with you, you know. To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Night Wings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted rite. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
The winged exiles of the Essence take up position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts herself. Pamitha, come forth, no trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Pamitha then reaches for her mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh, too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes, on the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The hiding remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamitha cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now they must be questioning your loyalty. What? But I... Oh, cut it with the stammering, Pamitha. Very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you proposed to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoins the other exiles of the Essence, Pamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. That I would keep her up to date about our progress, and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember, you can count on me.
Go on, then. Volfred.
Garrison.
Bertrude. Exactly. Fine.
How they spew their threats, the Wings ones. We shall soon see if they can back them up. Face us, wastrels of the Commonwealth. There's not really much of a choice. Yeah. I was worried it would only leave me with 2, but I guess that it coded that it wouldn't do that. The pain and loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Are you quite sure it was to be this way then, sister? There's no compromise here, Pamitha, not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand then, so be it.
Begin.
Ah!
Banished. Tamatha caught out. Your adversary's Pyre is the first to falter.
Have Wolfridge plunge into the pyre. Oh boy.
Away, then. All of the essence gone. That Wolfred plunged into the flame.
You seem distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Words you feel that I am owed, perhaps? Pamitha stops at this and reaches for her mask. I am sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me. Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the Highwing remnants. Now, no more talk.
Blessed be.
Whew.
Tamatha thrusts herself into the searing flame. The orb. Your pyre spans. Wolfred downs the adversary's pyre. No more than a lick of flame remains. Oh.
Barrel curse.
And it is
I love that move.
the Night Wings prevails. Alas that their adversaries failed to stop them. The right is complete.
You win, Blood Sister, you win. You don't suppose that means you'll reconsider? You know that I cannot. You're always obstinate, but in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait, what of your comrades, the Essence? You must need them at least. Mincing my words as ever, Pamitha. Know that I do love you, in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. You are a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means towards an end likes of which you never would abide. Do you think that you would sway me from my purpose, Pamitha? Pamitha remained silent for some time. No, I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Just so. So then, you understand me, after all. Pamitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart.
There is much to learn from this experience.
He's getting really close to being full.
I eagerly await our next such outing.
There proves little time for rest in the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles sworded the Essence in a pitched battle. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better at least, and express gratitude to Wolfred, Pamitha, and Bertrude for their efforts. Just then the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and you follow him back out into the darkness. Stars above seem to be few and fading, yet one still shines, defiant. Path to freedom reveals itself once more. Oh, is it Ascension right again? I thought I had more time. Solium, the golden star. You're at 71%. Chance at Liberty presents itself again. I do not know yet whom to choose this time. The group is so accommodating, yet I know they look to me to make the best decision for us all. Oh boy. Might be... Oh, I wonder if it'll let me send Wolfred. You notice the lone minstrel is standing there with you regarding the night sky. The Gate Guardian and I, we have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We have seen so much. And so, I'm a bit taken aback, is all, to see something which I have never seen. We look upon the stars together for a while. Then, I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late, and you need rest. The Black Wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. Pamitha. Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say, not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you and everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would seek forgiveness, then permission, you understand. My attempts with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as well you saw. So, at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though tell us something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. Do I trust her? I don't actually trust her. Oh, but do I want to say that I don't trust her? If I say that I don't trust her, it may push her further away. You know what? You express to Pamitha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. It's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity, but if they don't, you need but tell me to depart, and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me stay, and I'll see this through, with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamitha's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now, after your brief conversation. Off we go again to liberate yet another. Something appears different now about the sacred mountain west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appear ashen. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple Highroad and Temple Cistern, seem swept clean by the elements. The lone minstrel observes all this alongside you. Inclement weather we have lately seen, reader sir? We ought to be able to make landing closer to Scribe's Gate now. Then, I suppose this means we shall see Celeste once more. Then, I shall go tell everyone to prepare for landing. We've always been able to land this close, haven't we? Oh wait, no, we used to have to land a little further away and walk 2 places. Okay. You arrive once more along the fading glory of Mount Elodiel. It appears that Dalbert and Fate have already arrived along the other route. With some time to spare at having landed, you join Faye in a brief expedition to the monument of Yomer Manymane. O scribes, how can I better serve your will with my remaining time along this path? How can I better serve my friends? Sometimes I fear my love for you and my friends are set at odds, but I know this cannot be. Your teachings are of unity and solidarity. You and my friends are the same. You return to the wagon once she has finished paying her respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. Faye gains +2 presents for the next rite. Let's mentor someone. You know, we're gonna mentor Volfred. You ask Volfred to explain to you in his own words the history of the 8 scribes, and how their varied backgrounds form the basis not just of the rites, but of the Commonwealth. So I sometimes fear the spirit of the teachings of the scribes has already long forgotten back where we came from. Here we go to ascend once again. Again, you stand before Scribe's Gate, where the gate guardian regards you all above an archway carved from stone. The exiles of the Nightwings, you must know by now that, once the stars no longer shine, the rite shall cease. For now, step forth. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared, and as for me, you shall not blaspheme under the gate again. Do we understand each other, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. I apologize for my behavior before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. Be sure of it. Now, each of you, come forth. Please state your names and what is it that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your companions cross the gate, until it is your time to do so, and you follow them in turn. The gate guardian regards you all, then waves you through toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Am I free to accompany them, Celeste, or shall I remain here? She looks at him for a while. You are free to accompany them, Tariq. As you will, Celeste, until we meet upon the summit then. Oh, it's you guys. Well, I'm coming. You got right on time, thinking maybe you could close a little early, you know? This has been really good. It's just been really slow in spots. A little slow. I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What would you say to that? You know what? Stay strong, buddy. Be sure, Falcon Ron, that its goods are already competitively priced and that a sale should not be necessary. Well, you know, that's just what I was thinking too. Isn't that funny, huh? I mean, my prices can't be beat already, so a sale. That don't make no sense at all. So you buying something here or what? Shooting star. Some stardust. What do I have? Quickness, presence, quickness, hope, presence. I'll buy another presence one, yeah. You guys have a good day out there. Oh, I have another book thing to read. The Indigenous Imps. Special mention must be given to the downside's most prolific native creature, which we call the Imp. All respects to our comrade Haoub, an Imp himself, possessing of an extraordinary intellect. Most Imps are driven by the simplest impulses, to eat, to drink, to procreate, to move, and to survive. These creatures, then, are the symbols of this place. They are far more resilient than they seem. Though wild by nature, they, like all of us, can learn. Haoub insists that Imps are willing to be put to work. Like other aspects of the downside, they wish more than to exist, but to exist with purpose. Have I actually finished any of the chapters? Spend soul, return to different regions. I guess I'm not gonna finish the book because I don't like doing the Titans stars. Oh wait, no, let's give people some buffs. I think I'm gonna bring Pamitha is gonna help on this particular one. Definitely gonna bring Wolfrid. Give him some presents. We'll bring Wolfrid, Faye. I think, once more, the time has come for the liberation rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the Fate. The companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vile rite. The lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit, they give me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both? I have traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth, I know only through word and song. Sometimes think on what life would be like out there. If you were not ensnared within this place, and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years, rather than striving here under the stars? I'm pretty sure, based on how things have changed, I would have fought for freedom. Perhaps it was inevitable that you were to be cast into exile. You cannot abide the state of things within the Commonwealth. There's so much needing to be changed there. It seems then that you would face a greater challenge there than even here. Your Commonwealth seems to be a country rather set upon its ways. Of course, that is the nature and ambition of the plan of which you are part. May your actions here help bring about the future you desired on the other side. Just then the lone minstrel looks forth, and you see that it is time. The stars above, though faint, begin to burn. Here we go again! This'll have to be the last one. I mean, he got past the Gate Guardian somehow for a reason.
The stars that yet remain
Ron must
flame
really be the hidden
align
boss?
once more over the
Yeah.
sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfrid seek to undermine. 'Tis my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the fate soon quench those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings then.
The Titans were 8 mighty beasts that were in the downside when the scribes first came here. When they were first, I guess, exiled here or came here. They've all been slain. But the Titan stars, I can pick them to give me a greater difficulty in the next rite for the benefit of more XP. But I feel like most of my people have enough XP that it's not a huge deal. So. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur, the pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Fate, come forth now, and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bent old cur Dalbert steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. His greatest honor of my years is stand upon the sacred side upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for his unnecessary outburst. Almer, please. We have worked toward this opportunity, and we must make the most of it. Puts his mask back on. My son and I stand ready to begin. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose, quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq? Always, Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Ooh. We can send back Wolfrid already? You know what? Heck it. It's time, Wolfred. There's so much to be done, should I or any one of us return, but let's focus on the here and now, and face the worthy adversary there in the fate.
Who shall strive for him?
I think yeah, Faye is pretty buffed.
Say,
Oh, I can help? I think I can help. Who did I buff? Bertrude? I think I will bring in Bertrude this time.
Bertrude.
Then we shall do what is within our power for that one.
It is done.
We give thanks to have this opportunity to face you, O Nightwings. Now let us strive to our fullest capability with honor and with grace. Save your strength for the right, Father, and for the voyage home. Let this be our final battle against them.
Commence.
Ah! You can do this, Almir. I believe in you, and so do the scribes. Wait, what? What is this? What are you talking about? This is a liberation rite. What are you doing? Faye pulls out her mask. I think you are my friend, Almir. And so I'm hoping for the best for you and for your father. He believes in you, and so do I. But we have to do our very best as well. And I know we cannot all prevail, only the Fate or the Nightwings, but not both, not both. Almir looks on in stunned silence. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. We'll have to do our very best, and then the scribes, they're going to watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see, Almir, you'll see. Puts back on her mask as the liberation rite continues. Whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. Is anyone up? Oh. Oh, I didn't jump fast enough. Oh. Oh, I missed. Dang it. Woo!
But scribes.
Oh. Hear us now, noble Yomer. We beseech you, we cannot prevail without your aid. If you ever have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please smile upon us now. Whether his prayers of the scribes or simply Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh.
The Fate. They claim to honor this tradition, and yet their claims seldom ring true. so fiercely fought. And there it is.
Well done, Bertrude.
The Night Wings proved their worth. As for their adversaries,
Oh, I never did the
they
hex.
did not. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Alas, my son, once more it seems that I have failed you. Father, wait, what good is freedom to us anyway if we would be apart? I am indebted to you all. Words fail me, but I shall try and enforce a few, as now I haven't long. The plan of which we're all a part, it cannot, by its nature, be dependent upon a given individual, and that includes myself. We each faced out from time to time, and I became quite certain I would never see the Commonwealth again, the stars fading and all. That outcome would have been acceptable to me, provided that our plan prevailed. My agents in the Commonwealth, and those of you who managed to return, united. You, for certain, can achieve much more than I, or any one of us. Nevertheless, if I'm to be the next one to return, then I've got my work cut out for me, I think. He falls silent for a moment, then... Nightwings, this has been the greatest honor of my time. I now take my leave of you, to do my very utmost to ensure the sacrifices you have made for me, our nation, all of us, that those sacrifices shall not be in vain. Then he reaches out to you alone.
Reader, until we stand again together.
With that, Volfred Sandalwood vanishes into the Shimmer Pool. He calls out from within as his return journey begins. Stand together, all of you, no matter what shall come. I shall see you on the other side. We may be separated soon by distance, but our purpose remains shared. Scribes guide you. Volfred earned back his freedom. May he return in glory.
Volfred Sandalwood. Perhaps the scribes are watching even now.
Gonna go sow some
Watching
chaos!
as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Next right she does, she's gonna get full mastery.
Now take your execrable companions someplace else.
Father, wait. Calm yourself, my son. The liberation rite is ended. But no, how can you be so calm, even now, after what happened? Did you strive this night with all your heart, Almer? Yes, but it was not enough. It was not enough. No, my son. It wasn't enough. It was more than enough. Father. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. Alright. Prevailed in the liberation rite against the Fate. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter as usual, without Volfred, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. I think I learned so much from him, didn't I? We shall make do without him here. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. Your plan is well in motion. With Volfred back in your country to lead the effort, I have confidence that you shall all prevail in this collective goal. Yeah, he just gave 10% boost. Perhaps what is to become of your Commonwealth is no longer in your hands, though you may still determine who remains here in the downside and who instead returns. Again, the stars are offering no chance at rest, and urge you to press on. Please see where they would have you go, and I shall go begin our preparations for departure. Turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. The current rate of disappearance suggests another liberation rite shall be coming very soon. The few remaining stars shall shine for you. Goal. Millith. Yomer. Accusers, Chastity, and Pyre Hearts. Oh, there's only one right to the next liberation. Liberated 5 people. Oh, wait, that means we only have 3 left, right? Oh. Accusers, Tempers, Dissidents. Dissidents might be a really tough fight, but we'll go do them. Now the stars bid you return to the Ridge of Goal, where you shall stand against the Dissidents once again. Your adversary Barker Ashpals likely knows his cycle of rights is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and to regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. The cycle of the rites is soon to end, the exiles of the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even you yourself, are running out of time. Tariq. Following Volfred's liberation, the lone minstrel has returned to the wagon, and stands as though nothing has happened here on this night. Tilts his head a bit as you approach. Once more the Nightwings have prevailed in the liberation rite under your mindfulness, reader, a commendable achievement. Surely Volfred shall live out his days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps we now seek Tizo, there in your commonwealth. I should think Tizo would have liked to witness what took place this night. I trust that, together, they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all of you endeavor to achieve. Now, for the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We will await for the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May it prevail once more when we next traverse Stripe's Gate. Until then, reader, rest well under the stars. He nods and leaves you to recover after a long night. On history. This book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed, and any such attempt shall fail. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. We have 4 people left. This might be the last liberation rite. Who do we send next? Oh! Who knows? Alright, everyone. That's going to be it for this stream. Next time might just be the last stream, so I don't think I need to do a bonus stream of this to catch up before Dying Light 2 comes out. Alright.